Hey, Chase.
Yep, go ahead, Tracy.
Hey, Chase. How you doing, man?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good. What spring practice is this for you? Is this number three?
Yep. Today was day 3, first day with full pads on. Yep.
No, I mean for you personally. How many spring practices?
So this is my 4th technically, but last year we only got like 2 or 3 days. It's basically
Right. What kind of do you feel a difference in the team environment and just the overall optimism? Do you think this spring compared to other ones?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think last year was the first year it really started to kind of click, and then I think from there we've just been building upon that the last year even more so. And I think a lot of guys that maybe weren't as optimistic, like you were saying, or guys that weren't as on board. It's kind of been weeded out, and we have a bunch of guys that really care and want to win. And I think the leaders of the team, we have a lot of older guys that are like really holding everyone accountable, and I think it's a good atmosphere this year.
Do you feel that you've taken on a leadership role in that way since you're such a veteran?
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. And, we have a bunch of new receivers that came in early this year more than ever before. And, I think they're all a bunch of good guys. And I think they're really looking to me and Kyle for some pointers and stuff. And even everyone else on the offense, like our new guy, Ethan Garbers, I think he'll be really good. But, seeing all these guys come into their own and, helping them feel comfortable and helping them get better has been a lot of fun for me.
Okay, one last question. Give us a little rundown on some of those new guys, those receivers, Cam Brown, Keontez Lewis. How are they doing?
Yeah, I mean, Cam, shoot, he was getting snaps at a good SEC school last year, and I think he's got some good skills. And I think all of them too, Keontez and DJ, I think they're all like looking really good to start. Once they get everything down and they're mentally clear and can play full speed, I think it's going to be something else for sure. So I think the second half of spring ball we'll start to see them all shine definitely.
Tony, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, man? The talk about the new receivers coach. Talk about playing for Jerry and what the difference is and what he's like as your new receivers coach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we had Jerry in the room my freshman and sophomore year with Coach Jimmy Doherty, and I think he'd kind of hold his tongue and he'd let Jimmy D kind of coach the most and say what he had to say. But now I think that he's watched us all for so many years, or at least definitely me and Kyle, that he has a lot of good pointers and he understands like exactly what the little flaws in our game could be and stuff. And this offseason, he's really been harping on like we've had a bunch of little OTAs kind of that we could have like throughout the spring. It's really been like breaking it down from the beginning rather than like practicing routes over and over. It's like we're doing just little tiny drills over and over to make sure every step's perfect. And so I think he's really taken a good approach with us from that end.
And what's his style like on the field with you guys as a group?
I think he's good. He's like a composed coach. He's not a huge screamer or anything. So in that way, when he really gets on you, it means something. And I think that, like I said, he just understands all of our games and he's coaching like really individual, like tailored to the individuals rather than just like a group thing. I think more so. And I think it's a good change up for us for sure. I mean, having a guy that's been around here and a guy that cares a lot about us and the team and the program, it's exciting, definitely.
And do you think there's a difference having a receivers coach who actually played quarterback? Do you think that there's any linkage there that he understands the game a little bit differently?
Yeah, he's he's talking a lot. Like, I mean, obviously breaking down the whole route and everything, but then it's like, because he's a quarterback, he's like, listen, if you're not right here, like these are the catch points in all these plays. Like I know all the plays now, I've been here for a while. So it's like, this is where you're going to get the ball here. If you're not here, like the quarterback's going to be off of you. Like I know exactly how I'd want you to run it and all this stuff. So it's like, he's trying to help me get in Dorian's head and all these guys' head to get open at the right time and to get the most separation when I need to.
Great. Thanks, Chase. Good luck.
Thank you.
Tracy.
Chase, how do you think you've personally developed and grown since last season? In what aspects, and what do you think you still need to develop?
I think I've developed a lot just in like top end speed, like our catapults this off season, this winter and stuff. I've been hitting the highest I ever have. Like I was never getting to 22 miles an hour before, and I'm starting to hit that level. And I think that that's definitely been the biggest thing for me. And then things I can still work on, just like really understanding how close you can be to the DB and separation just at the very top of the route, like I'd always focus on trying to win on releases and stuff before when it's like that doesn't matter so much. So it's like, try to trust your technique and stay as tight as you can to create the most separation is definitely what I've been working on the most.
You mentioned OTAs. Was that different this year than in years past? Was there a difference in those OTAs?
Yeah, so in years past, I don't know what all changed with COVID and everything, but we never could do that with the coaches. So we'd get like 30 minutes here and there after workouts, where we just do a bunch of individual periods and run through some new concepts, which with a bunch of young guys coming in early enrolling and stuff, I think it was really good. So when we step into day one of practice, it's not we installed the first install right before, we've installed a bunch of installs once and now going through it twice. So I think it's helped everyone mentally.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Yep.
Any other questions for Chase? All right, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for your time, Chase.
Thank you, guys.
We'll have Kyle Phillips coming up next. We got you muted there, Kyle.
Oh, there we go. Got it. How you guys doing?
All right, let's go to Tracy first.
Hey, so just observation, seeing you out on the field, it looks like you've gotten a little bit bigger physically, would you say? You spent some time in the weight room?
Oh yeah, definitely got bigger with this new strength staff. Spent a lot of time in the weight room. Last season, my average weight was probably around like 178 to 180, and then so far in the spring, I've been averaging 190. So I'm definitely up a couple pounds.
How do you see that's affected your game on the field in terms of just endurance, speed, quickness? How has it impacted your game?
Just everything overall, I'm able to hold blocks longer than maybe I wouldn't have been able to hold, block bigger guys. And then, just speed, I feel more explosive. I feel faster, everything overall, just jump higher, all that. Like I just feel really good right now.
Would you say this offense, it seems like you've had it, not seems like, you've had a few years getting used to Chip Kelly's offense. What's the comfort level, familiarity with it at this point? You'd have to think that you guys, would you say, are ready to take it to a whole nother level with the offense?
Oh yeah, no, all of us just feel extremely comfortable with it because it's our third year being into it. So it's literally like another language, a language we speak to each other where we just completely understand it. We can say one word to a guy and he'll completely understand what's going on with the plays, everything. It's just everything just flows super nicely, and we just feel like each day we're able to stack on top of the other and just grow the offense overall.
Thanks, Kyle.
Tony, go ahead.
Hey, Kyle, let's talk about working with your new receivers coach, Jerry Neuheisel. What's that been like for you? What's the biggest change that you can think of?
Oh man, I love Jerry. So we actually, he worked with us when Jimmy D was here. He was like our GA. So he has a lot of knowledge just about football in general and just overall. So he's able to teach us about the offense, defense, everything overall. Just trying to, what windows are in. And, he's a young guy who really wants it. So he comes every day with a lot of energy, and, he really has our best interest in mind every day. And, he never cheats us. So, all the guys respect that and like it. And, everyone loves working with him.
Has he taught you anything new, brought anything new to your game that you can think of specifically?
Yeah, he actually has. So just on just certain routes, different releases, maybe switching my feet up here and there to, get in the defense's mind, get them thinking more, and just teaching me new releases for certain routes. So, so not everything looks the same when I run it. And yeah, he's definitely expanded my game a lot.
Great. Thanks a lot, Kyle. Good luck.
Thank you.
Rick, go ahead. Oops.
Thank you. How you doing, man?
I'm great. How about yourself?
Outstanding. Thank you. You're a veteran of these camps.
Yes, sir.
talk to us about the different vibe that this particular camp has compared to your previous camps.
I would say everyone's, it sounds cheesy because I feel like everyone says this all the time, but everyone's just hungrier. The practice flows. There's no longer guys that are just kind of like trying to make it through the practice, where in the past it's like, okay, I have this period, I got to make it through this. It's every period guys are giving their 100%, trying to do as best they can. And then even after practice is ending, like I'm looking around now, basically the whole entire team's just still here getting extra work. There's no coaches on the field. Everyone's just here getting extra work. Quarterbacks are getting drops, throws in. Receivers are running routes from right now, Everyone's just super hungry to do great this year, and so everyone just works their tail off and just does everything they can.
What do you attribute that to?
I'll just say the culture that these coaches installed in us, and then the older guys that we had, like Chris Barnes and all them, they were guys that you watch them every day after practice, no matter how hard it was. They had to get either extra lift in, extra something in, extra running, extra catches, and as young guys back then, we saw it and we're like, okay, so like that's kind of what it takes to make it, to be great. And then you see those guys in the NFL now, like Chris Barnes, he's doing phenomenal. It's like, okay, everyone's kind of starting to understand, like, if you want to be great, that's what it takes. So this whole team's just on the same page. We want to be great. We want to win every game. So everyone's just willing to put in that extra work.
With all the experience you bring back on offense, how good can you guys be?
I feel like we could be one of the best offenses in the country. We have explosive players all over the field. We have a lot of depth at running back. We just got another one with Zach. Dorian's a phenomenal quarterback that can beat you with his arm or legs, my bad. And then, Ethan Garbus, he just came in. He's already been killing it during camps. Got a great arm, great touch. Chase Griffin, we've seen what he can do in the game. And then just got some new receivers. All of them have been making plays so far this camp. So I just feel like there's not one part of our offense that's missing. The O-line's been blocking great. Everything just feels like it's kind of clicking together, and I feel like we could have a really good offense this year.
Best of luck to you, buddy. Good job.
Hey, Kyle, out of practice the other day, I heard Logan Loya say that he had the best hands on the team. And I think he kind of said it directly so you could hear, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But I didn't hear what you responded to him. Could you share what you said to him in response?
Definitely gonna have to disagree with him on that one. I think he can make one-handed catches maybe a little bit better, but other than that, I'm gonna have to disagree on that one.
Okay, I just wanted to create a little controversy since you don't have any, so I thought it'd be good.
Oh yeah, no, man, we go at it all the time. All the receivers talking about it, who has the best hands. As you'd expect, no one can agree on that, on who has the best.
Okay, thanks, man.
Yeah.
All right. Any final questions for Kyle? All right, Kyle. Thanks for your time.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a good one, you guys.
All right, everybody.